How y'all beautiful babies doing? I made this video last week and I uploaded it, but then YouTube effed me up and they didn't upload it. So I'm going to upload it now. So in the beginning of it, I'm going to say what the date is, but it's not that date. It's a different date. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Ignore that date because this was from last week. All right. Hope you guys enjoy it and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. How y'all babies doing? Wednesday, May 7th, man. It's crazy. This is crazy, man. I mean, it's like time is insane. Time is just something. Father Time's an asshole. I mean, he's a little petty asshole. Lately I've been noticing how fast my life's going, and I'm like, yo, Father, let's calm this down a little bit. Let's slow it down, right? Let's enjoy this. Let's savor it. And I noticed that when I ask for it to get slower, it gets faster. And I know it's him because he's like a kid that he's about to touch something and you're like, hey, don't touch that, don't do it. And then he'll touch it and then smile at you. He's like that. He's a child, And, it's kind of annoying, but, it is what it is. My birthday coming up next week, man. And it's just like, I'm excited, but I'm also like, not. It's like, here we go, man. We're getting older and, what have we done, right? But we ain't going to turn this video into that, right? So, but this ain't therapy, dude. This ain't therapy. But, yeah, man. So, I've been doing good, man. I hope everybody's doing good out there. I got the little Miami drug dealer vibe going on here, as you can see. I feel like I could have been a drug dealer in a past life, dude. I was thinking about that the other day. I noticed that I like to see people happy even when they're doing detrimental things to themselves. And like when I know it's detrimental, but if they're enjoying it, then it makes me happy. Like for me with my sisters and, like with my ex-girlfriend and stuff, whenever they'd be like, hey, let's go get some Ben and Jerry's. Let's go get a McChicken. I'm always like, yes, let's do it. Because I see the joy in their soul come out. And I just love to see the joy of people come out, even if it's something that's not good for them, just to see them happy and just to see that dopamine make an appearance. It's just really cool to see. It's really cool to see, man. So it's like, even if like they're 450 pounds, bedridden, they can't get up, I got to take care of them. If they got like this chocolate grin going on, they kind of got this like, I don't know, they got this Heath Ledger, like the chocolate bar. Then I don't know, man. I just like to see that. I like to see that. But I don't know, man. I might be sick. But that's why I feel like I could have been a drug dealer. It's like, even though that you're doing this, you're snorting this, you're shooting it, it's just the transaction, you're happy. I don't know, man. I don't know if I really was or not, but I wouldn't be shocked if I was. But I know for sure that I was a biblical prostitute. That I do know. I was a very good one. I don't know if I had any like high up biblical clients. Like, I don't know if I had Abraham. I don't know if I had David. I don't know if I had, anybody like that. I feel like possibly Judith. I feel like me and Judith might have had a night at some point. But outside of that, dude, I don't think I really had any like high up clients. I think it was just more like farmers and shit. But I know that I was in that time period. And I know that I was a working lady. So that's interesting. I feel like I also was on the Titanic, man, because I don't like the cold, really. I was born and raised in Chicago, man, lived there my whole life, bro. I'm in the Midwest, bro. It gets cold. I still hate it. Like, hate it. I don't really like the water too much. I don't really like boats too much. And I definitely don't like ice. Ice, I get this like weird feeling when I look at ice. Like in the water, So I think I might have been on the Titanic also. But Yeah, man, but I really want to get a past life regression, like really, like all honesty, man, because like I know I do have a couple of weird potential lives that I lived, And even if that shit's fake, man, I think it'd still be just cool to try it, man. But it's so expensive, man. 300, 400 a pop for an hour. You know, I found this one place in Indiana, dude, and I almost booked it because the girl that was running it, that's going to do the past life, was really cute. And I was like, I almost booked it because I'm like, that'd be cool, you know? But I didn't. It's like, I can't do this. Like, I can't, you know, because I didn't, you know, because I was like, oh, maybe she does a past life regression on me and then realizes that we were actually meant to be, we actually were married in our past lives or something like that. But it's like, I can't be spending $400 on a, you know, banking on a Disney movie plot, you know, like I can't do it. So with that, I just haven't done it, man. But if I can find an affordable place, a reputable place, man, I think I'll go get one. Because I've wanted to do that, man, for a while. Because I'm either going to really find out this stuff that's actually that I've had little flashes of, or I'm going to find out that, like, maybe something totally different, man. You know? But, yeah, man, so I want to do that at some point. But I'm trying to think what else is going on, man. I'm noticing every single day that I'm working this new job, bro, it's giving me flashbacks to working at FedEx. And I used to work at FedEx back in the day, dude. And, you know, working in a warehouse, man, that's something that there's no more fun thing than that. Because the characters that you meet in a warehouse are unlike any other. And because it's like, if you're working in a warehouse, you most likely aren't good with people. You don't really fit into earth, like into society too much, you know? And so they kind of just like, in a way, it's kind of like prison. They don't really tell you it's prison. It's like, we're going to shove you away in this warehouse, lock the door for 8 hours early in the morning, get you away. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a mental institution, I feel like, in a way, kind of like a more under the radar, you know, secretive one. But yeah, so but there's some crazy people that you meet at a warehouse, man. This one dude, I always remember this one guy named Rick. He worked there for a long time, at least 65 years old. The brother was old. He was old. And every single day, like clockwork, he had to take a shit at the same time at like 4:18 in the morning, man. It was always at the same time. His body was on a clock. And so he'd pull this little emergency cord that we had that would stop the belt from pulling the packages down, because we'd grab packages off this belt that's moving, put it on in the car or in the truck. And so he'd pull this thing to stop it so his packages aren't going by. Then he'd go take a shit. But he did that during the holiday season one time. And that's what ended this guy, because he pulls this belt when, you know, because you can't, that's like a sin. You can't pull the belt when it's Christmas time, man, because there's so much shit. You can't be doing that. So he pulls it during the holiday season, and he goes to take his normal shit. The boss comes up to him before he gets out. You got to go back. And he's like, I got to shit. And she's like, you got to hold it. You got to get this done. So he goes back. She starts the belt up again. And he's working hard. You know, you can tell he's kind of clenching his cheeks. He's kind of crossing his legs, trying to keep it all in. And then at one point, he's in the back of the truck. And all I hear when he's in the back of the truck is, oh, fuck. And then I see him come out. And the terror on this man's eyes was like nothing I've ever seen before. He shat himself. And, you know, I look and it's just all over his pants. And, you know, he gives me this look. And, you know, we give each other this look. And it was this look of like, I'll see you on the other side. And I gave him that same look. And I just saluted him. And then he left. And he went to go take his shit. You know, and then time goes by. I'm just hoping that he's all good. And then he never comes back. He never came back. And I'm not just talking that day. I mean, he never came back. And, you know, rest in peace to him, maybe, because he could have died, man. Because that was a big shit, dude. It was a big shit. And it really took it out of him, man. And in the terror, again, I can just see the terror in his eyes again. He made me feel something there. And he never came back. And I asked my boss like a week later, hey, whatever happened to Rick? We don't know. He just left and he never came back. We don't know. He went to go take a shit and he disappeared. So, like, Rick, if you're out there, man, I just want to just say, man, I hope you're doing well if you're still alive. And if you're not, I hope you're resting well. But I hope that you're in an environment that they let you relieve yourself, man. I hope you're in a place that they let you do what you got to do with your bodily functions, man, and they treat you right, because they didn't treat you right there. So I hope that they are, man. I hope you're doing well. But he would go hard. I mean, for a 65-year-old dude, he went hard, man. I mean, unfortunately, though, his poop wasn't hard, though. It was just diarrhea. Just got everywhere. Just spread throughout his whole pants. Started to leak down his leg, dude. I just felt bad for him, man. But he definitely was a character, man. He definitely was somebody that you don't really want to be out in public with, because he could say something racist, But definitely not good with people. But yeah, I hope he's doing well. So him, and then then there was this one time that I'm walking down the bottom where the trucks are at, and I see this one truck start to go like this, and I'm thinking this truck, is like, this truck's starting to take a life of his own. He's just moving around, and I was thinking maybe it's a new feature that they put in the truck. So I'm like, all right, let's see what's going on here. I go up and I open up the back, and I see two people just creating life over on these packages, man. And I'm like, damn, dude. I'm like, golly. It's disgusting, man. And it just made me really think, like, holy shit, like, all the stuff that we get in the mail, bro, how much of that's got poop on it? How much of that's got other bodily fluids on it? How, do people be rolling around on it? What are people doing to it? What are people doing to, like, I'm like, if I would have gotten a black light up in there, dude, I probably would have fainted just to see that stuff, man. And yeah, so that was crazy to see, man, just these people doing that on the packages, and they still delivered it. I think that's what's crazy, because I told them about it. I'm like, hey, these people are, these people having fun on the packages. I'm like, dude, do we go clean these or something? No, we're going to deliver them anyway. I'm like, dang. But yeah, so there's some crazy stuff that happened there, man. I remember this one dude, he was kind of I'd say he was like a Dollar Tree Kevin Hart, in the sense of, like, he kind of was funny, he kind of was, like, cool, but he wasn't. Like, it was just one of those things where, like, he kind of thought he was, so he kind of portrayed that, so people kind of just, like, grabbed onto it. But I remember this guy, man, one day, man, his anger issues were at a crazy level, man. That's why anytime he'd tell me a joke, I'd just be like, like, I would crack up hysterically, because I just didn't know what he was capable of, man, because they had to send him to the back of the warehouse because of, his anger, man. They had to, so what they would do is they would have, like, these trucks in the front, then they would have these trucks all the way in the back, and where no one could see, and that was kind of like the solitary confinement. And so they took him over there, man, this one day. I remember he got really mad. He was, like, getting all up in their face and in the boss's face and just screaming. It was scary, bro. They had to take him over there, man. And, and I never saw him again. So he just stayed back there. But there were some scary people in there. But, man, I did a good job at, like, being cool with him, though. I feel like for me, it's like I can get along with a criminal because I kind of know what criminals like. They kind of, they want to talk about themselves. They, you know what I mean? They're just, they're selfish and just stuff like that. So it's just like, if you just keep asking them questions and act interested and laugh at their jokes, they like you, man. That's all you got to do with a criminal. And so I was kind of cool with everybody, but But man, there are some sketchy people. Definitely some murders happen. Definitely some murders happen in there. But yeah, so. But yeah, man, this job been kind of reminding me of it though. It really has. Just about just like the way everything is. But the people aren't as sketchy, unfortunately. But still, though, man, it's just kind of, I don't know, man. It just kind of reminded me of, my past. But yeah, dude. Trying to think what else going on, man. I don't know, man. I'm just like, with the videos, man. I'm kind of happy. I'm about this. I'm kind of having fun with this, man. I hope you guys are enjoying this stuff, because for me, man, when I be in like a, if I'm in a depressed mood or whatever, man, I just want to watch people that I like their vibe and I just have a good time watching them and listening to them, man. And I hope that I can kind of give y'all that little bit of relief for these 20 minutes in your life, And I'm just having a good time doing it, man. So I just gotta keep going, man. And I'm just, this is the most fun I've had, honestly. This is the most fun I've had doing these. So I'm going to keep on keeping on and just see what transpires from here, man. But we got some cool new stuff coming. I got some different type of, not the style is the same, but the way I'm doing it's a little bit going to be, I'm going to have a few different little things. So be on the lookout for some new stuff that we're trying out, man. So anyway, y'all, I love you. Have a good day. Have a good Wednesday. And I'll see y'all soon. All right. God bless you. Bye-bye.